Hey guys, it's John V here with PhoneArena, and this is our first look between the OnePlus 5T and the Google Pixel 2 XL. So far, it looks like critics absolutely love the Pixel 2 XL, especially its camera, probably one of the best this year. But now that the OnePlus 5T is here, it's really compelling because of its $500 price point. For me, I actually prefer the design of the OnePlus 5T because for starters, it looks cleaner looking than the Pixel 2 XL. You also have that premium finish with its all-metal body, and it does feature a headphone jack. It's not to say that the Pixel 2 XL is an ugly looking phone. I'm just not a fan of that look in the back where you have that glass surface and the metal body. It just looks kind of distracting. But to its credit, it does feature dual front firing speakers and also a water-resistant construction. So on paper, the Pixel 2 XL has an advantage when it comes to its display. It features a 6-inch 1440 by 2880 plastic OLED display, which is higher resolution than the OnePlus 5T's 6-inch 1080 by 2160 AMOLED panel. Now, for most people, it's almost tough to distinguish the difference between the two, especially when you look at the displays from normal distances. But I will say that for stuff like mobile VR, when the phones are very close to your eyes, it does make a difference. Besides that, honestly, they get the job done. You'll be able to surf the web, watch some incredible looking videos, and they do share the same 18:9 screen aspect ratio. Being Google and all, the Pixel 2 XL will certainly appeal to people, especially to purists, because it has the latest Android experience, which in this case is Android 8.0 Oreo. And on top of that, you know it's going to get updates significantly faster than most other handsets. While the OnePlus 5T is running Android 7.1 Nougat still with the latest version of the Oxygen OS, you know, it still suffices for most of the basic stuff. And they do add some enhancements to the experience, so at the end of the day, it's primarily going to be a personal preference. Some people might just like the stock look of Android, but others will appreciate OnePlus's interpretation with Oxygen OS. Now, both phones leverage the same processor. That's the Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 chip, the same processor you find in every flagship out there. They're both available in 64 and 128GB capacities, but you get more RAM with the OnePlus 5T. It starts at 6GB. There's also a version that has 8GB of RAM, while the Pixel 2 XL tops out at 4GB of RAM. Obviously, there's an advantage for the OnePlus 5T in that regard, but honestly, just by looking at both handsets really quick, they both run pretty fast. The OnePlus 5T continues the trend of offering dual camera setups. In this case, there are two 20-megapixel cameras, which of course work together to deliver those cool looking portrait shots. But as we've seen with the Google Pixel 2 XL, it has some crazy magic because it can still achieve those cool portrait shots with only using a single 12-megapixel camera. And so far, everyone's been raving about the great performance out of the Pixel 2 XL and its camera. For using only one camera and achieving those cool portrait shots, it's pretty impressive, but I'm kind of curious to see how it compares to the OnePlus 5T's dual camera setup. It's worth pointing out the price difference between the two handsets. The most compelling part about the OnePlus 5T is that it undercuts the Google Pixel 2 XL because it starts at $500 for the base 64GB version, whereas with the Pixel 2 XL, it starts at $849. For a lot of people, that's a big difference, and it's going to make you really wonder what you're getting more out of the Pixel 2 XL that you're not going to find with the OnePlus 5T. Naturally, it might be just that it's a Google phone, so you know it's going to get all those updates really fast, and also the great performance out of its camera. But the crazy part is just the savings you're going to get if you end up going with the OnePlus 5T. For $500, you get a good amount of bang for the buck. So if you guys want to learn more about either handsets, you could check out our website, PhoneArena.com. This is John V, signing off.